Did you know who is the owner of Tesla, SpaceX, and many other companies? Yes, it's him, Elon Musk. Have you ever wondered how this man became one of the wealthiest men on earth? How did he create electric cars, rockets, and many other things? Well, you're gonna know all that from reading this book. Before I dive in more, I would like to have a proper introduction of myself first. Hi, Assalamualaikum, and a very good day to everyone. My name is AZZAHRA binti ROSLAN, and I am a student of SMK Datuk Haji Talib Karim, commonly known as Tarim. My school code is MEA 0072. Today, I'll be reviewing a book entitled Elon Musk. Just as you heard the title of this book, it's obvious this book is a biography of Elon Musk. My mom bought this book for me at MPH bookstore. It costs $8.99 US. So, how much is it in Malaysian ringgit? Well, you can convert that yourself. Actually, when I went to the bookstore with my mom, there were a bunch of books that caught my interest. But eventually, I opted for this book. I'm eager to learn about Elon Musk and his amazing achievements. I also decided to read it because of my curiosity to know how science is used to create advanced technologies. Oh, and as you can see on the cover of the book, it stated New York Times bestseller. So I kind of wondered why everyone was buying this book. Therefore, I felt like I should read it too. Now, let us go to the details of the book. This book was published in 2015 by HarperCollins Publishers. It has 434 pages with 11 chapters. This book is authored by Ashley Vance, one of the most prominent writers who has written dozens of covers and feature stories. To start off, Elon was born in 1971. He grew up in Pretoria, a large city in the northeastern part of South Africa. He got his first name, Elon, from his great-grandfather, whose name is John Elon Haldeman. He is the first child out of 3 siblings. He has a younger brother and a younger sister. As a kid, he would always seem to drift off into a trance at times. People spoke to him, but nothing got through when he had a certain distant look in his eyes. This happened so often that his parents even brought him to a doctor because they thought he might be deaf. But he's actually fine. Sometimes he just didn't hear you, said Mai, Elon's mother. It turns out that in those pensive moments, he actually did some very advanced thinking in his mind. I find this very impressive. For a young boy to be thinking such advanced things that we would learn in high school and university. Not only that, he also loves to read. It wasn't unusual for him to read 10 hours a day, said his brother Kimball. As he got older, he would take himself to the bookstore when school ended and stay there until his parents came to fetch him up from work. He read all kinds of genres, including fiction, non-fiction, and even encyclopedias. In short, he was a bookworm. This habit makes him highly knowledgeable. Just ask him anything, and he'll be able to answer it right away. Personally, I see it as a proof of the power of reading. That's why I am inspired to read more books and allocate a minimum of an hour daily. We travel all around the world through reading. Just as Elon himself said, you don't know what you don't know, you realize there are all these things out there. At the age of 10, he started to create homemade explosives and rockets. Elon, Kimball, and their cousins will often do explosive experiments together. Isn't that amazing? These kids are incredible. They are nothing like their peers. Throughout middle school and high school, he has been a quiet, likable, and unspectacular student. He would get the highest grade for subjects like science, physics, and computers. But he would purposely keep just a passing grade for other than science-related subjects. As for him, it's unimportant. At 17, he left South Africa for Canada. He left because he wanted to avoid joining the military. In Canada, he enrolled at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario in 1989. Soon after spending 2 years at Queen's, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania on a scholarship. During the summer break of 1994, Elon and Kimball set off on a road trip across the country. These were their first steps to becoming entrepreneurs. That's why, as for what happened next, I'll leave it for you to discover. I learned that we should know what we want to do and start young. Just as Elon himself played his first video game at the age of 12. In the book, he also used some quotes. My favorite one is, "The sense of legitimate wonder at what humans can accomplish when the empire even took me a while to fully comprehend certain events. But despite that, I had a good time reading it and it is worth buying. So check it out. Thank you.